Fanatik YouTube kanalından herkese merhaba değerli izleyenler. Özel röportajlarımıza bu kez gerçekten de çok özel bir isimle devam edeceğiz. Jan Roose bizlerle sorularımızı yanıtlayacak. Kendisi bildiğiniz üzere 15 Temmuz Şehitler Köprüsü'nü ip üzerinde geçerek bir rekora imza attı. Hem de inanılmaz görüntülere imzasını attı. Jan, how are you?
Hi, yeah, I'm good, fantastic actually.
Bir slackliner olarak Boğaz'a yürüyen ilk kişi oldum. Muhteşem bir iş. Bu konuda zaten söyleyecek ekstra bir şeyimiz yok. Bu sana neler hissettiriyor ve şunu merak ediyorum. Yukarıda nasıl bir manzara vardı?
Yeah, I'm the first person who is walking from continent to continent, and the walk was from Asia to Europe, and by just walking, right? Because we are all used to drive usually over the bridge, but I was walking over the bridge while the cars were passing underneath. So the feeling of walking that distance of 1 kilometer and 74 meters at the height of 165 meters was incredible, considering that there are a lot of distractions like the moving cars and drones, planes, helicopters around, and also boats. And not only like the city environment distractions, but also the birds, for example.
Şahane. Bana bir kitap karakterini hatırlatıyorsun. Jules Verne'in Caravan Le Tattoo diye bir kitabı var. Orada da yine Üsküdar'dan Tophane'ye bir ip çekilip orada yürüyen bir karakter vardı. Şu an benim için bir kitap karakteri gibisin. Ama bilmiyorum sen nasıl hissedersin? Kahraman gibi belki de.
Well, I still feel like a normal person while crossing this distance, although it is historically and culturally important location. I think us human beings will always try to make history, and this is one of those moments.
Boğaz'da gerçekleştirdiğin bu ip yürüyüşü inanılmaz. Zaten buna söyleyecek bir şey yok. Peki Boğaz'ın rüzgarlı hava koşullarıyla başa çıkmak nasıl bir histi? Sana neler hissettirdi?
With walking such a long distance, it's always unpredictable how the weather will behave. In 1 hour it could change like this, and during that time I got lucky. In the evening the conditions were great, although changed closer to the end because of the sunset, but yeah, I have to always be ready for the change.
Peki şu köprüde yürürken, şu arkadaki köprüde yürürken aklından neler geçti ve kendini nasıl motive ettin?
There are two kind of trainings, of course, physical and mental. Physical is easy, let's say. For physical, I just need to walk as much as possible, long distance at home. This is what I've been doing before a lot for the projects and just for my own training, every possible moment, walking back and forth long distances to get the endurance. And mental part, it's just being sure that everything is safe and I'm familiar with the setup. That's why I'm doing the setup with the team together. I'm involved in the setup. That makes me feel comfortable while I'm walking.
Sadece İstanbul değil, tüm bunları yaparken hiç korkmuyor musun?
I mean, even this project, every time I walk, I have a little fear, but I manage the fear. But of course, everything new is scary. The first slackline was scary. The first slackline at the heights was really scary because of a lot of questions in the head. And yeah, I'm human being. I get scared.
Daha önce farklı yerlerde de yürüyüşler gerçekleştirdin. Katar'da, İtalya'da, Estonya'da. İstanbul'dakinin diğerlerinden farkı neydi sence?
Yeah, I've been in different countries, maybe 50 plus countries doing slacklining and projects and shows. And in Istanbul, it's not the first time I'm slacklining, but it's first world first project I'm doing slacklining here. And what separates from other projects is this idea of the project, the story of walking from one continent to another.
Bu sporu artık senle biliyoruz. Peki bundan sonra nasıl projelerin var? Yola nereden devam edeceksin?
I always like to keep in secret my next projects. because first of all, they change in time. The idea changes. Sometimes it takes more than expected to make them happen. And second, because it's so entertaining, I like to have a surprise moment in the entertainment.
Peki slackline üzerinde yürüyüş yaparken bu işi bıraktıktan sonra acaba ne yaparım diye hiç düşündüğün oldu mu?
At first, slacklining was never my goal to do it for such a long time. It was just let's try moment. Let's do one step. Let's do 2-3 steps. Now I'm doing every day those steps, and it always moved from one area to another, from parkour to slacklining. With slacklining, I have expertise and knowledge to work with ropes and in stunts also. So even if I'm not doing slacklining, I'm doing movie stunts, like helping people to fly in the air and safely fall. And I think, yeah, always like the skill is directing me to the next activity. So even if I'm not doing slacklining, probably then I'm still involved in setting up ropes and lines and making cool stuff.
Peki Madonna ile çalışmak nasıldı?
It was working with Madonna was great experience, and we had a show in Istanbul as well. I remember really well. That was my first time in Istanbul doing a show here, and I took photo during that time of the bridge. I still have it, and now 12 years later I'm here again, and it was I think one of the biggest projects in terms of learning and in a professional environment, but it was hard to compare it to something at that moment.
O zaman son sorum. Seninle, sen ve ben bir slackline yürüyüşü yapacak olsak benim şansımı nasıl değerlendirirsin ve tabii ki kazanan ne alır?
I think if we will have a competition or let's say a battle, probably we will be in different categories, male and female, and therefore, you know, it's hard to compare. And when it comes to slacklining, we all have a balance, but also we all have style, so we will be a different style, I guess. And usually I don't like to compare, like who is better, because it's like a song. It depends on the taste, and I think you will be great doing it.
O zaman çok teşekkür ediyorum. Bize muhteşem görüntüler izlettin. Çok zor bir iş başardın. Bundan sonra seni takipte olacağız. Tekrardan teşekkürler.
Thank you so much
Thank you.
for your support. Thank you.
Thank you. Fanatik YouTube kanalında çok özel bir konumuz vardı. Jan Roose bizlerleydi. Çok kıymetli bir röportaj yaptım kendi adıma. Bizi izlediğiniz için çok teşekkür ediyoruz. Şimdilik hoşça kalın.